So I want to start this video with a disclaimer. I am not making this video for sympathy or attention.
Okay, dude. What is going on, Warband? It is Taylor the Fiend back again with another response video. And on today's show, we're looking at a video submission through the Patreon titled Vita Day 9, The Truth About Being Single in Your 30s. Because this is what happens to women, guys. They hit the 30, they hit the 40, and the question becomes, where are all the good men? I've looked everywhere. My life is terrible. I just need a man to step up and look after me, and then they treat the man like crap. But before we crack into the video today, guys, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe on your way in. Come and join the Discord if you haven't already. And if you'd like access to some exclusive videos, you're liking the videos, the Patreon is there, and that's a great way to support the channel as well. But let's see what this woman has to say. Hold it in, boys. Hold in the laughter.
And I've got my waggy finger out, and I'll tell you for why. I'm making this video because this is a topic that I think is interesting. I've thought this would be an interesting topic to cover ever since one day I was browsing through the YouTubes, as you do, and I was served Hannah Witton's The Truth About Being Single. After a little bit of investigation, I found that this wasn't the only truth about being single video out there. I don't know why I'm doing a one bunny ear. There are a few videos out there that are the truth about being single, and then you listen to them, and as much as it's their truth right then, these girls are in their 20s and attractive young women who have got their whole lives ahead of them. So
Guys, just look at the jealousy, like the almost contempt she has in her eyes for the girls who are 20. This girl has been on the carousel for quite some time. This woman has absolutely no personality at all. I'm sure you guys have noticed she's tried to interject, those little those quirky, look at me, I'm quirky, I'm putting my fingers up, haha, like that kind of crap that she's trying to put in the video. This girl has developed no personality. And a lot of the reason why is because girls don't really have to develop a personality. You see, men have to develop a personality. Because women can just go out and get guys if they want to. To get attention from the other gender, it doesn't require a personality or thinking. That's why you see people who are part of the womanist movement, shall we call it. They're often not the prettiest, not the most beautiful women. You know what I mean? And part of the reason for that is because they can't get attention from men. So what they have to do is now all these things become a problem, right? All of these issues that women have in their 30s, they're not a problem when they're in their 20s and getting all the attention. It's only a problem when they lose the attention, guys. That's what that is.
I wanted to oar in. I wanted to oar in for the women who are in their 30s, or the people who are in their 30s, and just give a little bit of an honest opinion about the truth about being single in your 30s. And I guess the whole I don't want sympathy thing leads me quite quickly into my first truth. I do not need to be pitied. There seems to be some sort of stigma. It's totally cool if you're single all the way through your 20s. All the way through. You just keep going out there and sowing your wild oats. That's totally cool.
Well, what a diplomatic way to say banging lots of dudes. You know what I mean? You always gotta watch. You always gotta watch these girls, man. They don't use language that makes sense. They always try and bury what they actually do. You see, it's like, do not get in a relationship with these women, guys. You will. It'll hurt your own sanity. Okay, it really will. And a lot of them will have 1 to 4 kids in tow as well, and expect you to pay the bills and everything. Meanwhile, they'll still be looking for the guy that they were, having fun time with in their 20s, shall we say, right? Like, no matter what, these women are essentially black holes, guys, is what they are. They're no matter what you give them, no matter what you do for them, it's never enough. Hence the I can't find a man, I can't find this, I can't find. This woman would have had plenty of men throughout her life, just thrown at her, plenty of men. Okay, and the reason why there's a stigma is because, well, what are you doing? You know what I mean? You're left over. There's something defective about you. You know, you've had all this choice, all this time, and you've chosen to squander it. Okay?
You get into your 30s and suddenly you tell people at social occasions that you're single and they give you that look. That look. That, oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
Look how much that bothers her, guys. Girls get so bothered with the looks that they get from other people. Like this kind of thing keeps her up at night. You see that? The facial expressions that she receives from other people literally keep this woman up at night. You see, because women hate to be socially pressured like that. You see what I mean? They just can't stand it. Oh, someone else thinks poorly of me, and now they have to like change their whole personality to try and accommodate that.
It's that. It's the scrunchy, like they've just smelt a fart in a lift. That sort of look. You are literally the fart in the lift of every social occasion that you go to as soon as you say that you are 32 and still single. And that's not okay. It should totally be okay to still be single. Instead,
Yeah, but okay, you want to be single at that age? Fine. Wear a just wear a massive. I mean, for men who have run into this before, it's one of the biggest red flags, I would say. Right? It's like the longer a woman goes and she is still single, the bigger the red flag it is, guys. Guys, if a girl is like, pushing her age up slowly and you want to become her boyfriend, right? I would never recommend wanting to be someone's boyfriend, by the way. It's a terrible position to start at, but um this women like this have had boyfriends, guys that they've seen in the hundreds. A lot of you guys think I'm exaggerating when I say that. No, it's in the hundreds. Um, you're not going to be the 101st guy that suddenly comes along, has a relationship with her, and lives happily ever after. There's no such thing as happily ever after, boys. There isn't. I wish I could tell you something different, but I just can't. Um, you see, women like this, they get bored. They get bored, and the degree to which they get bored depends on how many partners they've had. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So there's really no point. You are left over. You are damaged, quite frankly.
people should just be turning around and being like, oh, okay, that's cool. Moving on. If it's not enough that you have other people pitying you, it doesn't help that your baggage just gets worse.
Yeah, no kidding. It's like more and more people don't want you as your baggage gets worse. Who would have thought? Like these people just bring negativity and weight to every relationship they go in because that's all they carry.
You have more of it, for one, because you've been here longer, but you've also been with more wrong guys than you can shake a really big stick at. And then you also
Okay.
have all of your own anxieties that are in your own brain.
Oh yeah.
The ones that tell you that you're too fat, or you're too weird, or your nose is too big and your teeth are too sticky outy and your ass is enormous, and if you don't love you, how is anybody else going to love you, and blah 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 blah. All of that bullshit just gets louder and there's more of it, and with that your body clock just begins to tick louder along with it. You see,
I mean, your body clock has been ticking ever since you were around 18, my friend. Like if girls get to 30 and they think, "Oh, my body clock is ticking." No, your body clock ticked. It ticked. The older you become, your kids are just. You should not be having kids when you are older as a woman. It's not healthy. A lot of you don't have the eggs that you had when you were younger. You simply don't. So these women, guys, lots of women are getting to 30, 35, and they're like, oh, you know what, time to start a family. And they can't. And they spend thousands of dollars trying to get it done. They'll freeze their eggs. They'll have all sorts of crap done, right? And they just can't do it. And if you guys have seen the video on my channel, about the woman hitting 30 about 2 weeks ago, um, I mean, it just ruins the men when they see that they can't have a family after it all. It just ruins them. It really does.
see everybody else getting married, having babies, and you're nowhere near any of that. You literally feel like a bad grown-up for existing and not having any of that stuff, and that's really shitty.
I mean, you've kind of failed, right? At that dimension of your life, you've kind of failed at it, because you had all of these options. If you wanted those things, you could have had them 20 times over, but you chose not to because the carousel was too intriguing to you. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to leave today's video there. I do have a few people to thank on the way out, so let me just pull up your names real quick. Oh my goodness, did I not write them down? Where are they? Let me have a look. Okay, here we are. I'd like to thank William, John, Crap Moles, Fantasia Builds, and The Invisible Rabbit for helping out their channel, guys. I genuinely appreciate it. And if you liked today's video, guys, be sure to comment on your way out. Leave your thoughts. I will pin a question. Subscribe on your way out. And if you'd like to support the channel, PayPal and Patreon are great ways to do that. I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace. Yo boys, it's Taylor here. I just want to say thank you if you've made it to the end of the video, and if you've been enjoying the content, be sure to subscribe on your way out, join the Discord, and check out the Patreon link in the description. See you boys in the next one.
Talking too much in the gum and they're missing it. Had to put myself together, we get my composure and follow my heart. Alright, I used to ride in the back of the bus.